difficult to understand people. Or rather, many people have always asked me, why is it people don't understand me, Nair Sahab? Why is it my boyfriend doesn't understand me? Or why is it my mother doesn't understand me? Why is it my boss doesn't understand me? Why is it my colleagues don't understand me? Many years, one of the greatest gurus that taught me is that there are components of understanding. And I didn't know what is this component of understanding, but over a period of time of my studies, I have realized that there are 3 things that needs to happen if somebody has to understand you. And I call it the components of understanding. So if you may draw a triangle, and on the bottom, and if I may, this is my office, and everywhere there is this beautiful picture of this, or this, what do you call this, a poster or a picture or whatever you might call it. It's known as the components of understanding. And I call it the ARC triangle. If you look at it on the top, there is affinity. And then on the left hand side bottom, you have reality. And then the third one is known as communication. For any person, like if you have to understand me, 3 things have to happen. 1, you need to have affinity for me, liking for me. Number 2, you should feel the R, ARC. What I am speaking is real. And the third thing, which is known as the C of the ARC triangle, which is known as communication. I need to have excellent communication if I have to be understood. Now, just imagine you may like me, affinity, you may have liking for me. You feel that what I am saying is real, but I have not used the C. I have not communicated in an effective, dynamic and very powerful manner to you. In a very inspiring manner I have not communicated. So the A was there, affinity was there, reality was there, but communication was weak. The person will not understand. Now, suppose, what I am saying is real, the R is there. What I am communicating, and I am communicating in the best language, in the most lucid language, in the most understandable way, I am explaining it to you. So there is reality in what I am saying, and what I am saying is also communicated very effectively. But you don't like me, there is no affinity for me in your eyes. When you don't have liking for me, even though what I have said is real, even though what I have said, I have said it in the most beautiful manner, communicated in the most effective manner, you are still not going to understand me. Now let's say that the communication, the C was there, the A was there, but the other person feels that what you are speaking is not real. The understanding will not happen. So for any person to understand you, he or she has to like you. The other thing is, what that person should feel is that what you're saying is real, it's doable, it is possible. And the third is that you have to say it in such a manner, such a powerful manner, such an enlightening manner, such an impressive manner, such an insightful manner, such a deep manner that you have to, that communication has to be powerful. Now suppose, suppose you're a mother and your child doesn't like you, but what you're saying is real, it is good for the child. And what you're communicating is effective, but the child doesn't like you. It will not understand you. Suppose the child, has affinity for you, and you're communicating effectively, but the child believes this is not real. There will still not be understanding. Suppose there is affinity for you, there is reality in what the mother is saying, but the mother is not communicating it effectively in a manner that the child can understand. So there is a component of understanding missing. Therefore, my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is listening to me, all the 3 has to happen. So the question that you have to ask yourself, what is that I can do to become more likable? Affinity. What can I do to become more, more likable to people? So somebody may like your clothes or the way in which you dress. Somebody may like your perfume. Somebody may like your glasses, somebody may like your hairstyle, somebody may like your style, somebody may like your confidence, somebody may like your communication, somebody may like your knowledge, somebody may like your attitude, somebody may like your skills, somebody may like your habits, somebody may like your personality, somebody may like your honesty, somebody may like your dedication, somebody may like your hard work, somebody may like your passion. There has to be so many qualities that you have to build in your personality that people should like you for one or the other reasons. So the A is taken care of. Then everything that you speak should sound real. Now how can you make people think that what you're saying is real? The only way is that you have to be a self-practitioner of what you are saying. Like I have said that, if I have said that, I will come at 4 o'clock, I or my dead body, dono mein se ek zarur aayega. Which means if I don't come at 4 o'clock, I am dead. You can consider that I am dead. Now for the last 33 years, I have come on time and I speak with conviction because I have practiced it for 33 years. So when I say that you can always come on time and that there is no bus that has been created that can make me late, no traffic that has been created that can make me late, no human being can make me late, no situation can make me late, and I have demonstrated it over a period of 33 years, it sounds real. It sounds real. So first you have to build tremendous qualities in you where people start liking you, which is affinity. Secondly, what you say should sound real, and for that you have to be a self-practitioner of whatever you teach, guide or tell people. Anything, people can only get that feeling. People connect with the feeling. People don't connect with the communication, they connect with the feeling behind that communication. And the feeling, that passionate feeling or that intensity that you show in your communication, that creates the reality. And the third one is communication. Most people speak in a normal way. What I am speaking to you right now, my dear friends, whoever is listening to me, is this the way in which I go home and speak to my mother? This is a communication for inspiring people. So our normal communication is one and an abnormal communication is another. The abnormal communication is created to influence people, to transform people, to change people, to inspire people and take them to another level of performance, of achievement, of growth. And therefore, you need to work on your communication in an extremely deep manner. Your written communication, your spoken communication, your body language, everything adds to the communication. So you have to master the art of communication. And those who have mastered the art of communication, and communication not only in English, but in Hindi, in Malayalam, in Tamil, or whichever language, Marathi or Gujarati, whichever language that other person can understand. So therefore, developing not only different languages, but developing many styles and very forms and various ways of communication, and an intense work on building that communication abilities. If you do that, I feel the ARC triangle is taken care of. So affinity, reality and communication. When these three things come together and you are explaining the point, and that person has affinity, he feels you are real and what you're communicating is effective, that person will understand you. Now this understanding can be in a husband-wife relationship, this understanding can be a mother-daughter relationship, a boss-subordinate relationship, a vendor-supplier relationship, or whatever may be the case. All these put together is a component of understanding, and I believe on all the fronts you have to keep working. How can you become more likable? How can you become more real? How can you effectively communicate? And that's the reason why I say people either understand you or don't understand you. Because if any of these things is missing, either the A or the R or the C is missing, people will less understand, or least understand you. And that's what the component of understanding is. All the very best and thank you very much.